Picture this. The year is 1940. As beings of curiosity and intellect, we have always been enchanted by numbers and statistics. They serve as invisible threads weaving an intricate tapestry of our existence. Amidst the awe-inspiring variety and intricacy of our world, the count of humanity is a statistic that, in its own peculiar way, unveils a story. In the year 1940, this number stood at an estimated 2.3 billion. A seemingly harmless figure, until contrasted against the volatile backdrop of global events that were unfolding at the time. An ominous shadow was gradually enveloping the world map. World War II, a term that reverberates through the annals of history, a chilling testimony of the capability of mankind for immense destruction, was zealously following its dreadful course. It was destined to become the most lethal military confrontation ever recorded, a horrifying exhibition of human suffering, tragedy, and loss. The mortality figures were projected to be between 70 to 85 million lives, representing about 3% of the global population. As we immerse ourselves into these figures, we are drawn into a universe of grief and despair. The direct casualties of the war, those who lost their lives in the battlefields during the airstrikes or as a result of forced labor, were projected to be between 50 to 56 million. This includes military personnel and guiltless civilians alike, irrespective of their gender or age. However, the dreadful consequences of the war did not terminate there. An additional 19 to 28 million individuals lost their lives due to disease and famine that stemmed from the war. The conflict disrupted food distribution networks, medical care was frequently inaccessible, and innumerable civilians were left homeless, compelled to survive in perilous circumstances. The civilian casualties alone were estimated to be between 50 to 55 million, a number so overwhelmingly large that challenging to truly fathom its enormity. Military deaths from all causes amounted to an astonishing 21 to 25 million, which included around 5 million prisoners of war. As we contemplate the sheer scale of this loss, we discover that more than half of the total casualties were accounted for by two nations, the Republic of China and the Soviet Union. The wrath of war was indiscriminate, engulfing everything and everyone in its wake. The world at the time was governed by influential figures, each etching their indelible mark on the pages of history. For the Allies, these included Joseph Stalin, the iron-willed leader of the Soviet Union, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the charismatic leader of the United States, Winston Churchill, the unyielding Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and Chiang Kai-shek, the robust leader of the Republic of China. Contrasting them, on the Axis side, were Adolf Hitler, the power-hungry dictator of Nazi Germany, Hirohito, the Emperor of Japan with his imperialistic beliefs, and Benito Mussolini, the autocratic leader of Italy. From September 1st, 1939 to September 2nd, 1945, the world was immersed in this monumental conflict. It was a war that traversed continents and seas, penetrating every nook and cranny of the globe. It was a war that probed the boundaries of human courage, endurance, and capacity for malevolence. It was a war that irrevocably shifted the trajectory of history, molding the world as we recognize it today. The aftermath, an Allied triumph. But at what cost?